What's up, dudes and dudes to the internet? My name's Scyushi and we are back some more Trove. And today we're going to be doing something a little bit different because there's been sort of, I want to say there's been drama going on within like the Trove community, but it's not really like actual drama or anything. It's most of all just people blowing things out of proportion in the comments section, as usual. But basically there was this video I ended up making like a couple weeks back talking about the description of volatile velocity being incorrect. It basically says that it increases the shot speed of any projectile. And then people were telling me that there's this video response from Cash and Clean. I'm sorry, I do not watch other people play Trove. It's nothing personal. I just don't really care to watch people play the game that I play for a living anyways. But essentially, he's got this video that says how, it's a little bit clickbaity, saying that I'm wrong and that volatile velocity is technically correct as far as its description is concerned. So what I want to do today is I want to watch through that video with you guys and, kind of get into it, start a little bit of a drama here, right? I'm kidding, because I'm sure that the video is kind and clear and to the point. But I thought it would be interesting for me to use my brain power to theorize exactly what this dude is going to end up saying in his video. Because if he's saying that the description for volatile velocity is technically correct, then I think I know exactly what this gem does based on its description. And I will say that it is still astronomically stupid because, I might be wrong about this, but I thought it'd be funny for me to share my thoughts with you guys of what I think the description could translate into in common English. And then we can end up watching the Era Guy's video where he ends up probably explaining that it does something completely different. But my theory would be that a projectile in Trove has a life cycle of X to Y, right? So it can only travel to this distance because of the fact that the projectile only goes to this distance because of the speed of the projectile, right? So what that would mean is that by increasing the shot speed of the projectile, it would mean that the projectile could travel further before it ends up actually despawning or reaching its maximum velocity, right? I assume that's what the description is, actually meaning for volatile velocity. And if that's the case, I only have one response to that. Nerd! It also does technically mean that I'm absolutely right in that the description should say that it increases the shot projectile speed by 40% so that people that understand the English language can actually understand what the hell this is trying to say. Anyways, let's watch the video and see if I'm wrong. Also, yes, I will admit that my video talking about explosive epilogue was just to clickbait this video, just because I thought it was funny. Again, I haven't watched this video yet. Thank God it's only 3 minutes long, so I don't have to siphon through like an hour-long content video. But yeah, let's check it out.
A few days ago, Scyushi made a video talking about why the Volatile Velocity Empower Gem is incorrect, when it actually is correct. Here's an explanation on the Empower Gem by Summer. This comment basically goes over everything you need to know about the Volatile Velocity Empower Gem.
Okay, so let's check it out. So it says the description for the gem is 100% true. Projectiles in Trove have a lifespan, not a range. Wow, so I was actually right on the nail. When you use volatile velocity, it does exactly what the description says. It causes the projectile to move faster because projectiles have a lifespan and stop traveling for after X amount of time. The faster projectile simply covers more ground in the time it exists. If they want to expand the description, they could also add, I think that it should end up explaining the description better, because here's the thing that I think Summer here is taking for granted, and don't worry, we'll watch the rest of this video. Nowhere in the game does it ever explain that a projectile has an actual life cycle to it. That is always my point with my tutorials, is to try and get, the point across in the most simplest, coherent method possible. And I kind of pride myself on that because I like to just explain things as they should be. I think that this, again, cool, okay, technically, yeah, it means that the description was correct all along. Doesn't mean that it's not stupid. Anyways,
by Summer. This comment basically goes over everything you need to know about the Volatile Velocity Empowered Gem, and when we go to the actual video, Summer's comment isn't there. Now, it's one thing removing certain users from commenting on your video, but when you add Summer to that list, that's where I gotta step in. Summer provides.
Okay, I'm already gonna stop the video right here because I'm gonna say that I never saw the comment. That's YouTube's fault 100%. When we get longer comments like that, unfortunately, they usually just end up going into the void beyond my control because YouTube is just a stupid platform and the auto mod is terrible. I hate it. I have been in a constant battle with it. But if I'm being perfectly honest, I stopped trying to manage my comments because there was points in time where there was just hundreds of bots that were posting on my channel and there was just nothing I could do about it. You know, I'm not saying that as an excuse, but it's stupid that the comment ended up getting deleted because YouTube is dumb. I want to clarify something here because I think that people like to blow things out of proportion and think that I'm like some secluded weirdo, which I am. I pretty much just stay held up in my little tower, but I'm not trying to necessarily ever project some sort of negative emotions to other people because my number one goal with my content has always been to be a distraction from the garbage that is the real world. And as far as Trove is concerned and my experience with the game, I'll admit way back in the day, when Shadow Towers were, you know, the big thing and the purple names that used to use scripts and bots and stuff to get highest on the leaderboards, I hated those people. They were really just very ignorant, very toxic, you know, and there is still a lot of toxicity around Trove as a whole. But once again, I pride myself on the fact that we've got a really open and really friendly community, I guess. I'm not necessarily saying that you should join my Discord or anything, because if I'm being perfectly honest, my Discord is not really meant for Trove. Like, everybody in there has kind of moved on, but has been with the community for many years. And yeah, I don't want to end up rambling more than I have to, but I'll just say, sorry about that, Summer. That was not my fault. And late comical or whatever. Yeah, I didn't delete the comment. In any case, I love you guys, and I hope that you found this video entertaining, to say the least. You know, stuff like this doesn't happen too often, but yeah, I'll openly admit I did a little bit of clickbaity with the description, but I didn't know that that's actually how the description was meant to be, which is the shot speed and the life cycle of the projectile, which I would still say is stupid. Like, I don't care who you are, that is the nerdiest, dumbest description I have ever seen for a gem. Please like on the way out.